Right. What's going on, everyone? This is your man Ant, and welcome to the Crypto Fix. Unfortunately, Mike is not here today, so I'm riding solo on this live right now. I hope everyone's having a wonderful and you're able to breathe. It's not affecting your asthma. People that suffer from long-term COVID symptoms, hope you're okay. Everything in that nature. But so much been going on in the crypto world this week. So much news. We're going to tackle each news segment today. Today we're going to tackle each news segment. So let's kick this off. Bitcoin millionaire and crypto founder found dead with a gunshot wound. According to CoinMarket.com, Dr. John Forseth, I think I'm saying his last name correct. Forseth, a prominent figure in crypto as well as an emergency room doctor, was found dead on May 30th with a gunshot wound. Dr. Forseth was missing for weeks after failing to show up to work at Mercy Hospital. Hold up, maybe dealing with technical difficulties. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see. Can you guys hear me? I'm jumping in the story and not checking my sound and everything. Can you guys hear me? Give me a thumbs up. All right. Look at new. All right. So back to what I was saying. Dr. Forsyth was missing for weeks after failing to show up for work at the Mercy Hospital in Cassville, Missouri. His unlocked car was found near the hospital with his wallet, passport, laptop, and work briefcase. Police are not suspecting any foul play. Forsyth was the co-founder of on I can't even say the name of the coin, ONFO coin, a referral-based crypto project based on social mining. Early adopter of Bitcoin and vocal critic of the US dollar. So another crypto millionaire died. I mean, there's no speculation. Police said there's no foul play. If your car, like if you're missing for a few weeks and your car is still sitting at your after the felon showed his car was sitting near the hospital. I don't know. Like I said, I wish his family number healing energy, but there's some foul play. This is my speculation. This has to be some foul play. I don't think this man, self-deleted himself just because things wasn't working right in his life. I don't know, was it bad to he got offed by malpractice or his crypto coin belly up? So many things happened. Like I said, this is like the third Bitcoin millionaire that died this year. And like I said, they are dropping off like flies. I hate to say that. And like I said, I wish them number safety. But like I said, if you play with people money, people will come for you. Plain and simple. When you play with people money, people will come for you. It is a sad thing to hear that like I said, another person is dead. Like I said, we don't know. I'm speculating. It could be due to crypto, like I said, due to malpractice, or he did self-deleted himself just because cause life got rough. So it is wild. The next story is former Vikings co-owner convicted to spend. I apologize. Former Vikings co-owner convicted and sent to prison in a $700 million crypto shadow-based scam, according to USToday.com. Reggie Fowler was sentenced to 75 months on Monday, June 5th, after pleading guilty in 2022 to wire and bank fraud and conspiracy to operate unlicensed money transmitter business. Conviction came. Conviction comes along after Flowers founded by funds by the Department of Justice after Flowers' indictment of charges of money laundering and for crypto exchange. Accused of opening a dozen of banks account, accused of opening dozens of accounts at bank locations across the U.S. and worldwide by falsely claiming the accounts were for real estate investment transactions, which were meant to handle quick scheme crypto transactions. Flower, on top of serving 6 years in prison, he will be forfeited $740 million and pay restitution to the AAF of 53 million. You'll know the AAF. It was the American Football League that was founded back in, I want to say 06? Not 06, 2018? 2018. That's wild. Like, if you will not come to an agreement and I told you I'm gonna pay your service with crypto, is that a crime? Like, he gave this man 7 years in prison. I probably 6 years in prison for doing transactions in crypto. Was he upfront and honest, saying, "Hey, I'm paying people in crypto. I started all these, fake corporations to swindle crypto through"? Of course, I hold him. I hold his feet to the fire to that one. But if you not come to an agreement, right? Are you? I'm saying, hey, we're going to pay you in crypto. Is that a problem? Is that an issue? Like I said, it's being done today. That I'm paying you in crypto. Is it coming after him? The fact that they're coming after him is saying you created all these corporations with crypto. You created all these corporations to money launder crypto. Like I said, if he's paying players and stuff in crypto, I don't see the issue. I don't see the issue with that. If there's a bigger issue, please let me know in the comments. Like, hey, he really did something wrong. Next time we here, we can go back and forth. And before we jump into this big, juicy story, as you know, my favorite guy, chairman of the SEC, Big Gary Gensler. Before we jump into the story, I want to know people's thoughts. What are your thoughts about the SEC suing Binance and Coinbase? Before we even jump into, I want to know people's thoughts. It said throw them in the comments and everything. Now, what's your thoughts? I throw them in the chat. Your thoughts on the look at Noob. Why are you 50-50 on this? Like I said, like this is a interesting. Yeah, I'll pin you up there. This is oh, it is a lot of gray area. Oh, it's definitely a lot of gray area with this. It's definitely a lot of gray area. So I'm just going to jot down the story real quick. So we got different news outlets giving us different reasons. So one from NPRG, I probably NPR.org, cryptopotato.com. On June 5th, Binance and the CEO Chao Peng Zhao is being accused of 13 charges, some of which are quite serious. Binance are being is being accused of misleading their customers, steering their money to other company controlled by Zao. So let's break down that. So SEC saying, hey, what's the difference between Binance.com and Binance US, right? Who has access to this Binance US platform? Who has access to these accounts? Is it under different LLCs? Is Changpeng Zhao is pretty much taking money for customers and buying beach houses and nice vacation spots? It's like, yo, are you stealing money from these individuals? On Monday, that same day, the SEC try to get a temporary order of protection on the assets on Binance US because they try to figure out who has access to these accounts. The list of people that you have access on these accounts should the only people should be that's the only thing we should be seeing. There should be no other person dipping their hand into any of these accounts besides that LLC. I think it's BAM Holdings LLC. So that's a major issue because you taking the SEC is looking what happened with FTX. FTX was dipping their hand. Many people were dipping their hand in the cookie jar. And SEC is saying, hey, are you doing that as well? Okay, you got Binance.com, the parent company, you got Binance US. So is Binance.com and the other help and the LLCs under that controlling Binance US? So that was one of the major issues. Or you could, like I said, you want to go down the rabbit hole and put on the hat. Most people said this is a vendetta. My man, Big Gary Gensler, try to work for Binance, try to sit on their board before he became chairman of the SEC. So you can say this is a vendetta, this is retaliation by him not getting the job. Then he tried to get Binance out the paint. So yo, we're not gonna let you do business in the United States because you didn't hire me for the blockchain. Or Binance is doing some shady stuff and trying to cover him up to say, hey, we got Binance.com and we got Binance US. And they're funding money from the US side to the main corporate side. What's your thoughts on that? If you are look out new, if you are in the United States, you must play the US rules to play their game. If you're at China, you have to play the Chinese partner and your company have a location. This is a very sticking and heightened this discussion based on what the commodity or the asset. So now, I'm glad that you mentioned that. In the interview he did, Big Gary Gensler did on Squawk on CNBC, he mentioned the only digital assets are the US dollar, the euro, the yen. Those are only digital assets out there. Crypto is not a currency. It's not, but he contradicted himself. Again, he contradicted about crypto. So I always say it goes back to the original state of rules. What is crypto? Is crypto a currency? Is an asset? What is crypto? So there's not a fine definition on crypto. So it's hard to create rules to something that you don't have a fine definition of what is this asset? What is this? What is crypto? Is it currency? If it's a currency, then you play by the rules. If it's not a currency, do my financial rules apply to this digital asset? That's is like the main concept of this. So that's Binance he's going after. The next one, after one day after suing Binance, June 6th, the SEC is now suing Coinbase, accusing the largest crypto platform of operating illegally because it failed to register as an exchange. Grisler stated the whole business model is built on non-compliance with the U.S. securities laws, and we're asking them to come into compliance. 10 U.S. states led by counsel also on Tuesday accused Coinbase of security laws violation concerning its stake reward program. Nothing but lawsuits going around. So, is the Coinbase lawsuit valid? That is a tricky one. So, you hear the stories of saying that Gensler saying that all crypto is currencies, but individual currencies of Bitcoin is an individual currency. Ethereum, Doge, Litecoin, Cadena, Casper, Mimi, Pepe Mimi coin, all these lesser coins. But I think the issue with all these lesser coins that has no value. So, and no lie, some of them are scams, some are pump and dumps. But let's be real, there's scams everywhere. E-commerce is for the scammers. Right now, you go check your DM. There's someone trying to scam you. At least every day, someone trying to scam you, try to get money out of you. So, are they trying to combat if this is a scam, or they try to come back and say, "Hey, we want control of this. We want to tax the people for the currency security that it's a currency, and we don't want the original idea of crypto of being decentralized. We want this thing to be centralized." That is the issue at hand. Do either the government wants to say we want to protect the American people and say, yo, some of these currencies that's out there, some of these digital currencies that's out there are scams, or we want control of it, so we want to tax the people for it. We want control. Not even tax, we want control of this coin. We want control of Bitcoin. We want control of Ethereum. We want control of Doge. We want control of Cadena. We want to control everything. And they said they're making laws to control. They're about to pass a law to tax crypto mining 30% for using electricity. So all these hosting facilities about to get a big increase in tax for energy. Energy companies is coming in and say, yo, we're going to charge you a significant penny because we know what you're doing. What have we come to? I was watching a video on Fox News with, Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank. He said he would have fired the CEO, Brian Armstrong of Coinbase, because he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's not going to the SEC. That law didn't, not yet. I know that. That's what I said. But they're going to pass it. They're going to pass it. They're not going to hold it up and say, hey, this is what's wrong with it. They're going to pass that law. That's my little sources is saying. They are going to pass that law. So, do you think Brian Armstrong is doing the wrong thing? Is he not finding a way to compel and meet with Gary Gensler and say, hey, how can we come to an understanding and let's get this past us? You think the tactics he's doing is wrong or right? If you was the CEO of Coinbase or Binance, what would you do? Would you say, okay, I want the U.S. market, I'm gonna play by your rules, or bump that? I'm gonna leave the U.S. and focus straight up international. If you got a VPN, you know where to find us. So again, let me know in the chat. Would you play by the rules of the United States? Pay to play? Will you leave the United States and say, you know what, it's too much of a headache. I can't do this no more. Or to say, you know what, people, we're gonna do it internationally, but here's some VPNs to offset what's going on. But it had me thinking, right? It has me thinking. If you saw the title of the show, so they want the easy, they want the easy way out to play. I mean, the easy way out to play would be go straight international. Like, don't mess with the U.S. And U.S. not gonna give you regulations. They're gonna give you the regulations that's based on what financial institutes have to abide by for you to play. And you don't have no regulations on crypto as of yet. So the easy way to play is just straight up go international. But it will affect us small time guys. Like, I'm not a millionaire, I wear stuff from Walmart. I'm not rich. I'm rich in spirit, but financially, no. And most of us, that watch this probably, I'm not counting on one pockets. Probably have money. You just throwing money around. But when this happens, when things like this happens with these crypto platforms, it does affect us small time people. Like, I'm not going to afford. I said, can I do another bill for VPN? It's like I gotta take my money out of the United. I gotta take my money out and hope nothing happens to it. But if I'm well off, I'm rich, not in spirit, but in my pockets or my bank account, this is nothing. This is a drop in the bucket to me. Get a VPN, or I got a passport, I got ID in different countries. Sign me up. Do you believe that crypto benefits the rich and wealthy and leave us small time players to pick up the check? In so many words, we end up picking up the check. We the one that takes the loss. While the rich and wealthy, it benefits from crypto. And like I said, some of us is probably late in the game to crypto. We probably, during the pandemic, we saw crypto was moving. We bought some crypto, not at its full value, but you got the stimulus money. Probably have $500. Let me throw $500 in crypto and let it sit. Instead of being an early adopter and say, hey, I got crypto, I got money, I want to invest into this thing called Bitcoin. And you made look like a bandit. Like I said, FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, Coinbase, Brian Armstrong, Binance. I can't say his first name. This is Al. Kraken. All these platforms are taking a hit. All these platforms, these trading platforms are taking a hit. What says Robin? I'm not even speak on that. I know Robinhood trades crypto. I know Cash App trades crypto. I know PayPal, Venmo's doing crypto soon, or it already started already. So here's my question. If Robinhood could say, yo, we can trade crypto, I know they do stocks as well. That's how we got, they approved through the SEC to say, hey, we do stocks. When they said they started adding crypto to their platform, how did they, I know we don't have the answer. We're going to speculate. How did they bypass the SEC saying, hey, Bitcoin and other coins that we have on our platforms are securities individual currencies. Because the SEC is not coming after Robinhood, the SEC is not coming after Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, any of them. But just with the trading platforms, what I mentioned are taking the heat. What separates those platforms from these? He said they both do the same thing. One is heavy on crypto, one is a mixture. If you're doing Cash App, I could buy stocks. Only Bitcoin you could buy on Cash App. I could buy any stock. I could buy Bitcoin only, and I could send money out. So they made it into an investment pool, right? If they're doing more with money, they made it to an investment pool. I can invest, save, whatever I want to do with my money. But if I'm using Coinbase, I remember crypto.com, I don't think they still do a wallet, or Binance, I'm heavy on just crypto. Like I said, I don't want to transfer money. I just want to mess with crypto. I just want to build my portfolio and mess with crypto only. Is that an issue? Did this FTX create a snowball effect? They say, yo, we looking at everyone different now? Any of these platforms different? This is what's going on? So this is what I found funny. Not funny, but more intriguing of what's going on in the crypto space. Like I said, you have bad apples. Like there's bad apples in every industry. Every industry has a bad apple. Has some bad apples. Because crypto is brand new, it's like, yo, we want to. I look at new. You're right. Look at the banks and what they do with our money. You absolutely right. You invest your money. Like you don't. Banks don't hold money like they used to. They'll take your money and then reinvest it. If they lose it, and for example, Silicon Valley Bank went up, right? If you lost my money, thank God I'm insured because I'm not gonna make a lot of money. 250K. If I made 250, if I had more than 250K in that account, I'm asked out. I'm gonna get 250K, but the rest of my money is done. It's done, and no one do nothing to these bank owners. You absolutely nothing happened to these banks. People that run these banks, nothing happened to them. There's no jail time. There's nothing. There's no community service. There's no probation. There's nothing. They go back in their merry way, go work for another Fortune 500 company or work for another financial institute. Like, hey, this is my expertise. Nothing happens to them. You can see them sitting on Congress, and Congress could be drilling them, and nothing will happen. Nothing will happen to these banks. Nothing. Banks do a lot of shady practice. This is what the government is looking at crypto in the same light. So if they're looking at crypto in the same light, is that cool? We're going to do these Congress hearings and stuff like that, but you get hit with a small fine, call it a day. You still operate, but it seemed to me the U.S. government is on a witch hunt. Like I said, the U.S. government is like, yo, we big dogs. We big dogs in campus. Like we have control over everything here. Like you're right. It's either get down or lay down. That's pretty much it. They was on some gangster stuff. You either get down or you're gonna lay down. The choice is yours. So, and they're looking at Sam Bankman-Fried the same way they look at the a top executive bank. Yes, but look at the last Adam Wallet, 13 million and growing. Hold on, I'm gonna look that up right now. Look at news. Hold on. Adam Wallet. Atomic Wallet. Okay, hold on. Let me go back, put that, update that. It says up 13. All right. I'm getting stories about North Korea hackers linked to Atomic Wallet. North Korea hackers blamed for 35 million Atomic Wallet crypto theft. So, if you want to stay on that, right? The crypto theft that happened, $35 million. That's money I can't get back. Cool. I know this is the risk of crypto. Like I said, it's decentralized. I don't have that same securities of that 250K. But if I had 13,000 of crypto in that wallet and it was stolen, $13 don't taste good. Losing that. I don't know who told you otherwise, but that's $13 I gotta eat. That's probably my life savings. Everything I had put into that. And I gotta eat that because I can't fight to get it back. I don't know what's Atomic Wallet policies and procedures are to saying, hey, we're gonna in case there's hackers, we're gonna give you a small portion. I'm out for the full 13, but give me 5. I take 5 back in a heartbeat. So it comes down to like these wallets, some of these platforms, are they really looking out for the little guy? Are they really looking out for us? Like I said, the rich and wealthy is good. They good. But are they looking out for us? You know that some of us take a hit, we are done. And like I said, this is part of investment. I get it, and it's our risk factor. That you're gonna lose money on some of these deals. I totally understand that, but but at what extent? I mean, yeah, you are asked out, and that's why the government is trying to get control. I mean, at how much control? That's the question. If we let you win, yes, the American people. Here's two folds of it, right? Here's pros and cons of it. If the government gets control of crypto, yes, it's going to benefit people investing into crypto because they feel that the government is controlling it. We have securities. More people going to invest in crypto. The price of Bitcoin, whatever coin, will go up. Bitcoin. If you invest in Bitcoin, other coins will go up, right? But the other hand part of it is that we could tax you out the wazoo with this as well. And like I said, each state, different taxes. We could tax you for this currency. And now we got to look at it and to get control as a currency now. If you want to tax me on it, as a currency, because like you made money. Like if I sold a painting let's say I had the original copy of the Mona Lisa, and I sold it for $5 million. Will I get taxed? Would I tell the government I made $5 million off a one time deal? Or you list it as a gift? Where's my accountants at in here? You list it as a gift. So are we looking at cryptocurrency, crypto as a currency? And the government gets control. They have to list it as a currency. And they do list it as a currency. Are they going to list every single one of them as one home currency or individual currencies? That's the thing. Like I said, it's pros and cons if the government gets their hands that gets control of it. Yes, like I said, more people, more American people is going to invest into crypto. They say, okay, what is crypto? What is Bitcoin? Oh, it's protected by the government. It's got control. It's protecting it. I feel comfortable enough. Here's some money. 'Cause I know if I lose money or money is stolen or hacked, I know I'm protected by the centralized laws they have in place. So here's another question. Would that be a good thing for crypto or a bad thing for crypto? Let me know in the comments. If the government takes control, more people is going to invest into crypto. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? That's the question of what's going on. And this is a strange thing with Atomic Wallet. If, like I said, if people just coming in or watching in the background and having conversations about this while about this and just watching, not interacting. Here's the question again: if the government controls crypto and people start investing in crypto, is that a good thing or a bad thing? A bad thing that's the bad thing about it would be crypto losses. Number one thing about it, the number one selling point is that it was decentralized. The government don't have control over it. We, the people, dictate this. So it lose that major selling point. It may slow down growth if the government controls it or don't control it. The government. I'm gonna give you some. Look at. I'm gonna give you some pushback. If the government does control it, like I said, it gives more people. It gives more people in that baby boomer era to invest into crypto. Crypto is a young man's game. But if the government does control it, those baby boomers that have that excess wealth, they will invest into it. So the name of whatever crypto do you want to invest in? Let's use Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the godfather of all of this. Let's say they're investing in Bitcoin. The value of Bitcoin will increase. Like I said, now you're attracting a whole new age of people that won't think twice to say, "Oh yeah, I heard about this Bitcoin. I heard the government, is protecting us. Centralized. I could throw some money in that." So I challenge you to talk to someone in their 50s about they'll tell you, "Oh, I heard of Bitcoin. What is it though?" Like I still don't understand it. Talk to them about you'll get that same response. I heard of Bitcoin, but I still don't understand it. So like I said, you got to look at it for all aspects. Like I said, I try to give you, I try to stay down the middle. I try not to lean one way or the other. I try to keep it down the middle. Like I said, I see the potential of it. The government controls it, and I see the negative impact, and if the government does control it. So it's very push, little give and go. It's a little give and go. What will happen? New projects will have to conform to the new laws. That's a good one. So what will happen new when new project? What will happen? New projects will look at will have to conform to new laws. So you know, if you want to start a project out here regarding crypto, and they do have new laws in place, you have to follow those laws to a T. And like I said, because it's crypto, and if the government is looking at it as a currency, they're looking at you with with a magnifying glass and say, "Hey, are you following these laws to legally run this operation, to run your new project?" It could be a hosting facility. It can be another trading platform. It could be whatever. Whatever law you have in place, you need to follow it. You need to follow it in new projects, or you know what's happening. They're going to shut you down, fine you. You may not get no jail time, but they're going to fine you. You know, SEC is going to come after you. That's what the SEC job is. Or you are the police of the financial world. So anybody else say, hey, what? So if the government controls, so that's the major thing, right? If the government controls it, we have to file 100 items, for example. So the government will come at an impasse. Or it's going to say, is each crypto an individual currency, or we're looking at crypto as a whole currency? And they say it's an individual currency, is each crypto out there is individual, then yes, you will have to file 100 different items. Say, hey, Bitcoin did this, Ethereum did that, Doge did that, Cardano did that, XYZ. Or we look at this all cryptocurrency as one whole thing. Hey, no matter if you bought Bitcoin, Ethereum, this is what it is as one whole thing. So that's up to if the government does take control, that's up to the government to say how do you going to view crypto as one whole currency or individual currencies. So if the U.S. takes control, if they do, if they do, this is hypothetical. If they do, how many other countries will follow suit? We know China banned all types of crypto. We know that. We know Russia is big on crypto mining. Also, North Korea. El Salvador, whole economy is based around Bitcoin. Will Europe follow the same suit? With like I said, the whole EU, all them countries under the EU, will they follow the same suit as the United States? Will Canada follow the same suit? Will Hong Kong, to Taiwan follow the same suits of the United States? Australia, the Middle East. But like I said, we see what one country did already with crypto. Straight ban. China straight banned crypto from crypto mining, trading platforms, whatsoever. But Majority, all the manufacturers from China. Some of these Binance headquarters is out there. It just pay to play. When a country has a bad EDP, they will use crypto to help the country out. You think they will help bail out the country? That's a good one. You think they would use crypto to bail out the country? GDP. You think they will help bail out the so and the GPD and the GDP goes down, right? Would they use crypto? You're right. Would they use crypto to bail it out? And the current GDP is up right now, 20.25, up from last quarter from is up slightly up from last quarter from 20.18, and last year 19.92 1 year ago. So that's an interesting thing based off that. So if you're looking from look at look at each country that you said that have a bad GDP. Yeah, what's Canada GDP? Let's look that up. 1.9 trillion in 2021. So I think so. You got me thinking. Like, look at me. You got me thinking about that. You got me really scratching my head about this one. You got me scratching my head on this one. I'm trying to see how do we use crypto to bail it out if the GDP gets bad, or use crypto to bail itself out of inflation or not going to a recession. Like I said, you have to look at crypto as a currency, and we know Bitcoin is tied to the USD, and USD is traded amongst all other countries. You can say what you want about China, the yen is being traded in certain countries, but US the USD still owns the majority of the market share. I wonder how this is going to happen. You got me stumped on that one. You got me stumped on that one. People, let me know. Would they use crypto to bail out? Like I said, we fall to another economic slump. Would they use crypto to bail us out? You got me. You got me slumped on that one. That's a good one. Look at another. That's a good one. That's a good question. I think I took to some of my guys for the finance sector and things about that. This is like World War Three. I mean, I'll push it. It's not. It's ain't World War Three. I think I'm exaggerating just a tad bit. I think I am exaggerating a tad bit. If it's like World War Three, but like I said, this war on crypto it's fast. I found it fascinating because this is new. It's fresh. Think when the country has no money and crypto will be used to move items. Ah, so I'm gonna answer your question with a question. I'm gonna answer your statement with a question. So no longer say we're gonna use U.S. dollar. We're only gonna use crypto to move to ship items, ship goods and services. So you think that globally we're going it's going to convert everything will convert to crypto only. That is going to be the currency of trade. I mean, the U.S. is like because the USD is king. I don't want to go to history. And you look in Gaddafi out in Africa, he wanted to use gold only, just gold. And remember the time. I don't know. You remember the time in history back in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, when the United States were buying up gold. We're straight up buying up gold. Oh, we'll buy all your gold, every gold, anything gold you had in house. The US is trying to buy it up. So if you remember that, when Gaddafi said, "Hey, we're gonna only trade in gold," yeah, so he moved off gold to EV. All right. So I always find that interesting. So you think the United States won't bend and say, "Hey," if all the world, all the other countries say, "Hey, we want to trade in crypto only. We want to trade in Bitcoin only." You think the U.S. is not going to bend? Remember, like, all our services is outsourced. Like all our products and goods, like all our really. You think they're not going to bend? You think, like I said, like what product that you would have the U.S. produce? They say, "Nah, we don't need that. We don't need those other countries for." So, and if I think a lot of people move from so financial failure. It's a shame, but look at news right. You think USA is not going to bend and say, "Hey, all right, all the other countries accepted Bitcoin. We're not going to accept Bitcoin. Yo, we don't want your services." You know how much a shirt going to cost you to buy out here? So, what is it? Venezuela. I know they moving from China to manufacture clothes in Venezuela. We have a big market. I don't know. Like I said, I think the U.S. will buckle. I think they will buckle. Like I said, like, the dollar will be useless. Like the dollar will be useless. Yes, yes, you probably it may bring jobs back here, like warehouse and things of that nature, but the dollar will be useless. If all the other countries are saying, "Hey, we only accept Bitcoin as as currency for trading goods and services." And again, we live in a country that nothing's really produced in our own country. We produce entertainment, some fruits, and that's it. Oh, Cuba is a different story. Hold up. No, they would be just government regulated exchange. Bitcoin for USD to Bitcoin, unless they're truly damages of the USD. But I don't think so. Time will tell. Let me see. Cuba USD. I'm gonna do that for you for Kappa. Yeah, Cuba is pretty down there. Like 2023. Where we at right now? Yeah, the Cuba GDP is not that great. This is an off topic subject. Are we still trade? Are we trading with Cuba now at the whole Fidel Castro? Or off topic? That is an off topic question. All right, financial failure. Like I know. Look at New East. We've been going back and forth. So, what's your thoughts on this? If the government controls crypto, do you think it would get more people to invest in crypto, or you see it as like it's going to be the death of crypto? Like I said, you get the baby boomers. Like I said, if the government has it, the baby boomers gets involved. Baby boomers have excess wealth. They can, invest in crypto, driving the price up. Driving the price up. So more people is investing all that and everything. Or because the government has control, the U.S. government has control over crypto, it's gonna, flatline. But I think it depends what the government do, and that's the $1 million question. That's the $1 million question. What happens? What happens? What they're gonna do with if they get control? What they're gonna do? That is the $1 million question. And you're right. Time will tell. Time will tell of an impact. The way this is spinning, like I said, this is a very interesting plight of the SEC and what they're doing. What the government, our government, our two-party system disagree on how they view crypto. One side saying it's non-security, other saying that this is security, it's currency, it's not a currency. It's just how you say an entanglement. No, it's not entanglement. I don't want to use that. I don't want to use that word. Um, and like I said, it always go back to the original state. What is crypto? And also, it goes back that us, the less fortunate of us, gets left with the check. Like I said, the wealthy will still be wealthy. They'll find ways around this, while we, like I said, we are stuck here looking at a looking like Boo Boo the Fool, as my parents would say. You look like Boo Boo the Fool out here. And that's one of the major issues. Like we as the people that's not rich and wealthy will take the biggest hit at the end of this. We hope is on the best side that hey, there's no fine. There's a fine going to happen if these crypto platforms don't leave the United States. Maybe we hope that don't happen. If they do stay in the United States, yes, you have to follow whatever guidelines or regulations that's in place to keep operating. Like I said, it keeps everyone happy. If they do, the United States, like I said, it's going to take a bigger hit on all of us. All of us, like I said, is less fortunate. We all rich in spirit, but some of our bank accounts will say, "I wish my bank account said $5 million in there." I'm just sitting there looking at it. So this is a interesting turning event of crypto. It will go down in crypto history that 2023, the government versus crypto. We just waiting for the winner. Who comes out victorious? And battles like this, and you may come out in victorious, but it will be some casualties. It will be some battle scars. How time will tell what's going to happen. Time will tell what's going to happen. I'm looking directly at the camera. I'm just looking at the screen. I'm looking directly at the camera. Time will tell what's going to happen next. Like I said, in history, this is nothing but history, and this happening right in front of us. There will be this is now winners, mainly losers. There will be reports, movies, docuseries written about this. It would be courses taught on this. And look how new you are, right? There will be no winners in this. You may thought you won, but the casualties that think you won is going to be catastrophic. Like I said, we're looking at history in the making. And like I said, in the next few years, like I said, you're going to see a Netflix documentary. You're going to see courses taught about this. You're going to see everything related to this. Again, us, the people that's not well off, like I said, will be the biggest casualties in this. But they don't see it that way. They feel like they're protecting us because of the bad apples. Cool. Like I said, we got bad apples everywhere. Let's weed out the bad apples and leave the good one. Leave the tree there. Don't cut down the tree just to get rid of the bad apples. And we going with that notion of logic, we gotta look at every institution that's out there. We gotta look at the banks. Even look at our own government. We gotta look at the police department, pilot, whatever industry you're in. We gotta look at it like that. And we want to weed up. We're not gonna cut down the tree just to weed out bad apples. We're gonna weed out the bad apples and let the tree continue to grow. Let the tree continue to grow stronger. I know I got serious for a minute. Did not kill. You're right. Kill the tree and grow new one in their own image. Cut down that tree. We're gonna plant our own in our own image. This is what we're gonna have on this tree. Now we grow the tree. You grow the tree in their own image. How much Bitcoin was exclusive. There was no barrier. There was no barrier to entry to invest. Now with that new tree was planted, it's going to be barrier to entry to invest. You're going to jump through some ropes. We're going to jump through some ropes just to invest into a cryptocurrency. Because we see crypto as this, we don't see it as that. Cool, the barrier entry was low. Like I said, if you got $1, you going to invest into a Bitcoin or any crypto for $1. Now, when you plant that tree, the barrier entry is going to be high, and again, it's going to sway people from investing because when people think about investing, then you got to have all this money. You think you got to have all this money to invest. Oh, if I need to invest in real estate, you need some money to invest in real estate. I want to invest in stocks. I need a hefty chunk of money to invest in stocks. Now that new tree, I want to invest in crypto. I'm gonna need a hefty money to invest in some crypto. And right now, again, the barrier entry of investing in crypto is minimal. Damn near nothing. People, as you watch this live, as you watch the news, you're gonna hear different things. People gonna say negative things about crypto. People gonna say positive things about crypto. People gonna mention the benefits, mention the liabilities. Here at BT Miners, the Crypto Fix, we mentioned the benefits. And also, we mentioned some liabilities. Like I said, we try to keep it in the middle. Don't try. We keep it in the middle. Yes, we deal with crypto mining. This affects our industry as well of crypto mining. You think crypto is a niche market? Mining crypto is just as niche. It affects all of us. It affects all of us down in this industry. I want to. Hey, this is not a PSA. This is not a. I want to say, wake up, people. The revolution is going to be it's not going to be televised. It's not that type of thing. But here we are watching. Like I said, us common folks will be the casualties of this war. Everyone, 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 everyone. I appreciate you. I love you. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell to get updated of what new videos we have coming. We got a new commercial coming out soon. We have miner repair. If you have a Go Shell or Ant miner, give us a call. We do repair, so we do consulting for repair services. Like I said, we sell miners. We have pre-orders on the KS3. Right on our website, bt-miners.com. You want to email the store at bt-miners.com. If you want to call us, 813. How do you see a lot of problems with the SJ19 Plus? So, I'm not the guy. We have a guy for that. I can set up a live with Johnny, and we could talk about all the problems of the SJ19 Plus. You see a lot of. So we are reselling the S19J Pro for $1,500. That's including shipping. That's including shipping. And like I said, price is negotiable on that. Look at new, thank you. Like I said, I can't answer that question. I'm not the repair guy. My man Johnny is our repair specialist, technician, and knowledgeable about that. We can set up another live. I get any question you may have, look out new about any miner, Johnny can answer it. Are you looking at anything about maintenance? I could bring back, the lovely Lena. She can answer any of those questions. That's what they specialize in. I understand that they don't have no problems, but you may be curious just in case a problem does occur or what to look for in those S19s. Like I said, we do have consulting right on the website. Like I said, you want to give us a call, 813-820-0668. I know by heart now. Before, I should struggle with the number. Look at new. Like I said, let them know. I'm gonna set up a live with Johnny. I gotta work around Johnny's schedule. I'll let y'all know. I'm gonna bring Johnny back on. Any of those people that had questions or having problems with their miner, let them know. Let them know that hey, where to come to. Again, for the S19J Pro that we have, the 100 tera has for $1,500, that's shipping included. Shipping included. Again, the price is negotiable. If you negotiate a price, that still includes shipping. So again, everyone, I love you. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell. Share the content. I always say share the content. Look at New. I appreciate you. Financial failure. I appreciate you. All the people that watch, I appreciate all of you. I love you all. We work in a new setup and everything here. Share the content. I gotta tell the boss man we're doing big numbers. I can do bigger things. Enjoy your weekend. I'm out.